Hi, my name is Jett Taaca. I'm a mechanical engineering major at UH Manoa, and this is my project titled Powering Kapolei Rooftop Solar for a Cleaner Hawaii, and my advisor is Hanai. So I'll start off with my Apura is Kapolei. So a little bit of the history is my grandma on my mom's side came here during the plantation days to Eva, and I was born and raised in Kapolei my whole life. And ever since then, Kapolei has kind of been seen as like Oahu's second city due to all the development and all of that. So my project is about seeing how, with this rapid development, how we can incorporate sustainability into Kapolei and to ensure that Kapolei emerges as like a sustainable city for Oahu. So to research and understand more about specifically solar, I made a model of an ATM bank, and this is, you can see in figure 2 that the ATM bank is located in the Kapolei marketplace. And throughout the semester, I kind of, or with the guidance of Hanai, I analyzed its energy use, tested its efficiency with various upgrades, for example, to the walls, the roof, and the windows, how we can reduce energy consumption. We also found ways to reduce the energy consumption with like shade, for example, putting trees around it, as you see in figure 3. And all of this was to see how we can minimize energy use while also maximizing energy generation. So to test my models, we used Aladdin software and specifically the Analyze for like yearly testing. And with that, we kind of saw that the seasons kind of play a role into the energy generation, as I think it was seasons like summer that had the most energy generation in the whole year. And we also kind of tested the various upgrades to the building, how it affects the energy consumption. And you can see in this small table on the bottom, I know it's kind of small, but then we saw that like with upgrades to like the roof, the walls, and the windows, we saw a reduction in about 500 kilowatt hours. And with the optimization of solar panel placement, such as like how much panels we can fit or the angle, we saw that we generated around 14,000 kilowatt hours a year. So net, I believe it was plus 13,000 kilowatt hours for this one building. So again, a lot of energy generation for this small building that can possibly give back energy to even the grid. So let's see. Yeah, so kind of a conclusion or from future work, I also wanted to focus on areas that's not in Kapolei and to make sure that buildings that are existing in Hawaii can transition to solar energy. And one of these models that I kind of modeled after was Turtle Bay Resort. And I can see in figure 5, I modeled how that would look like. So you see a solar farm on the floor and kind of like on the right hand side. And I also have solar canopies in the parking area to make sure it's a mix while not disturbing the look of the resort that much. So yeah, so that's one of the ways where you can go on a bigger scale to cut back even more of our carbon footprint in Hawaii. I'd like to acknowledge my professor. Let me move my face real quick. My professor, Hanai, for kind of guiding us throughout this whole semester. It's very, very well-structured program with all the instructions, and all just the software that we use. Very, very interesting to see how things work, and always making sure that I was on track with any questions and all the feedback he gave us. Thank you for listening to my project.